Its on-board implementation modeling of flight control system and radar onboard seeker modeling. He has made significant contribution in Indian BMD program, especially for endo-atmospheric interceptor development. He has been awarded twice with Agni Award of Excellence in Self-Reliance for his contribution towards the BMD program. Apart from BMD program, he is also working on system design of aerial surface-to-surface and air-to-surface missiles. He has published over 14 international journals and conference papers. So it's really great achievement for a person who is not working as a teacher and published more than 14 international journals. So it's really proud moment for us. So in such a great day we are having these two eminent personalities with us. So first of all, I wish one and all a very happy Engineers Day here. To begin with, I would like to request our beloved principal, Dr. Sudhi Akotwal sir, to enlighten us on this great day. Sir, I request you to please guide us.
Good afternoon, all of you. I think I'm well heard. Good afternoon, all of you.
Yes, sir.
I'm well heard on this auspicious day, Engineers Day.
Yes,
We are celebrating with a great enthusiasm and it was really a great day for all of us being engineers, all of us being engineering teachers, all of us being future engineers. In that sense, we are celebrating this Engineers Day, birthday of Mokshagandam Vishwesharaya, Sir Mokshagandam Vishwesharaya. And if you look at his life, he was born 15 September 1860 and his life ended on 15th April 1962. Means if you look at his lifespan, he was a great engineer much before most of us was born. He was a great civil engineer and to our surprise he was an alumni of Government College of Engineering Pune. Now it is Government College of Engineering. He was a student. He graduated from that great college. And really, college is also a privilege of having such a great personality as engineer. Engineering is a great perspective. Engineering is a great challenge. Engineering is something beyond education. You need to go through these 4 years of course or 6 years of course or your entire span of the PhD in engineering. It's a great journey. But only learning doesn't make engineers. Engineering is something beyond learning. It has to have its innovations. It has to have its own imagination. It has to have a very, very personal vision, what we wanted to produce, what we wanted to serve. In that sense, this engineering is a great field for all our students, for all our fraternity to become engineers. If you look at Sir Mukshagundam Vishwesharya's life, one story is very, very well known to most of us. Once upon a time, Vishwesharaya was traveling to a train, and from that train, it says that there was some clause from the rail, and when he could perceive that is a flaw, he stopped the train by pulling the chair and told that about something around some kilometers there is a flaw, and that's why train was stopped. And really when it was inspected, the flaw was there on the train. Such was intensity of focus of a person about his work, about his knowledge, about his dedication to his own profession as an engineer. And we want that all of us engineers should have this type of quality, so that this quality become institutional quality, not only by learning so many technologies, by learning so many subjects to become. Okay, we have to learn, but out of that learning, we must come out of our own intuition, our own vision, our own inspirations, so that we could conduct our life parallel to something what Visvesvaraya did. He was a civil engineer. He constructed, designed so many dams in India. Okay, that way, he is a very, very role model for all of us. And here in the field of engineering, the role of imagination, role of institution matters a lot. Look at something like a computer engineer writing something like 5,000 lines of program. Matters a lot. And how to remember these 5,000 lines? And if the need comes to debug the program, how are you going to read these 10,000 lines of program? But man, a computer engineer having a vision, he could see all 5,000 lines in one stroke and can note down, can count out where the bug is there. Such a great imagination is needed in the field of engineering, so that we engineering teachers, we engineering faculty to really become useful to serve the humanity, to create the technologies for the futures. And such a scope, wide scope is available for all our engineering students. Only education is not sufficient. We have to expand our vision. Think of the lifetime of Einstein. Look at their research. He conducted Einstein's equation. He conducted so many mathematical formulations. At that time, computers was not available. Today, if we think of mathematical implementation, we can very easily implement by using computer program. But at that time, no computers was available. But still, those scientists could imagine and formulate great theories, mathematical theories, and that theories are now coming true while we are implementing technologies through our electronics ICs, through our algorithm, through the automations, through so many technologies they are coming up. Such all engineers must strive to have this type of imagination. Knowledge is not only sufficient, but knowledge which can spark the imagination can only create great engineers. On such an auspicious day, we thought of collaborating our all engineering fraternities, specifically our college, with our alumni. And today, I am very, very happy that two of our senior alumni could join us to share their success story for this program. Mr. Harish Kudavle is from Chandrapur, and now he is in the East Dubai. He's our mechanical engineering student of 2005 batch. Welcome, Mr. Harish, for this today's program. We want that more and more of our alumni to join our institution and share their life stories, so that this whole campus will vibrate with such a success story that all our students can aspire to become something beyond what they imagine. Similarly, we have Mr. Prashant Ale, who is passed from this institution in 2001 and in instrumentation engineering, and he is a scientist at DRDO. Welcome you, and having such a great achievement in your life is definitely inspiring to our students. Let us take this opportunity for our alumni to spark off their success story and ignite the spark of imagination in innovation in our students. And let us really become good engineers. Engineer is something different than any other field. Engineer has to do so many things. You don't know beyond theory, beyond practical, whatever is possible at that instant of time. How to work out mathematics into actualization of the manifestation of the projects in the field of computer science, in the field of electronics, in the field of mechanical engineering, in the field of civil engineering, whatnot. Everywhere we want these innovations. And when at this age, when I have already passed on over 31 years of career, and having done all these education, PhDs and so on and so on. So Similarly, I got good friends. I got good persons who are working and who are industrial experts. They shared their knowledge, and that helped me a lot. I was working with naval engineering guys who had a vast experience. They were working 10 years, 9 years on the ship, and they finally joined this company. So that give you an encouragement, like you start to work with the people who are very good in the industry. You start to get people, you start to get basically advantage of working with this kind of people, and this makes your life very like you. It's make your life very focused. You now know, okay, what I have to do. But yes, sometimes yeah, you end up in doing which you don't want. That's why I joined, let's say, PTC. Although it's related to engineering field, I was basically completely in softwares. I am testing PDM. PDM is product data management, product lifecycle management. This kind of softwares I am dealing with in PTC. It was a good experience because it was a very big company. Most of the mechanical guys know that PTC generally develops GCOEC, Wildfire. There are different softwares they produce as a mechanical engineer, MathCAD. They have built one of the best solutions in industry. So I joined PTC as a consultant, or you can say as a testing consultant, and I worked on different kind of modules, different kind of software. But initially, as I told you, I'm not happy with my experience as a um, as a mechanical engineer because I am not doing justice to my mechanical degree in the same phase of time. Although I'm getting good money because it's a software more like a software company, but in somehow I am not happy with the way it's going. My career was going. So I took a decision. Anyhow, I have to change this job. I have to be back in my mechanical field where I can explore myself, explore my horizon, explore the things in the market. So I was lucky. I got a good opportunity in whole bigger India. It was a small team of five guys working as a for product development, engineering, re-engineering, and I started getting my confidence back. It was that kind of phase of my life. Then I started growing. Uh, I became I became a manager, assistant manager. I'm handling, let's say, 10, 20 people afterwards throughout that period. And it gives me immense like confidence that I can achieve anything at that phase of time. So that was very crucial for me at that period of time when I joined for bigger India. And finally, I started exploring myself because there are various scopes involved in that particular department. We were handling screw compressors for developing pressures, and I learned about so many things during that phase of my career. And then finally, one good day, I got an opportunity to work with Four-Wheeler Dubai. It was probably because I was good in what I'm doing previously, and my seniors, my management decided to change my location, and they provide me an opportunity to work in Dubai. Uh, we had a vacancy there, so again I started my career. Till then, I was only a design engineer, working in the designing only designing field. But then in 2014, I got this opportunity. I For even moving from company to company, I have to go through series of interviews with the top management, um, show my capabilities, everything. And that phase of time, I got selected, and I moved to Dubai. So probably this is one of the best experience that you need to be very focused. You need to be very good in what you are working at. That will add an importance to your life. That will add an goal to your life. You should be very thankful. You should be very good that you are already got admission in engineering college, which is very good. I know that because my all colleagues or my all friends who are from that branch is working. in a good places. They are all doing very good as an engineer. Everyone is settled. Everyone is exploring in their own field. So it was that kind of passion, you can say, that everyone is happy what they are doing right now. We have contact with all, like almost everyone. So these kind of things literally give you a hope of a life that we, yes, we have something in us which college is developing. Hello. So yeah, so we are developing that thing, and over a period of time, definitely we will achieve something. So when I moved here, it was a new field for me. Initially, I was only dealing with small scale industries, but in here, I have to deal with big customers like say Saudi Aramco, Shell companies, petrochemical, and oil. And basically, I moved from air industry to oil and gas industry. It is also a big achievement for me. When I joined, I didn't knew much about oil and everything, all these industries, support industries. But gradually, let's say 6, 7 years, I developed myself to a level that now I am handling individual projects. So, individual projects, I'm handling different products as a product manager. I am product manager for balls, for packings, and these things adds to my portfolio. But yes, to achieve that thing, to achieve this thing, it's not a 1 or 2 years journey. It's a journey of let's say 15 years. Things which I learned during these 15 years are unparalleled because once you are in a college or once you are in a phase of your college mood, you can say you generally don't care much about your future. But once you pass, you literally have like open market in front of you. So the thing is that you decide what likes, what makes you happy. I would say that's the first thing to get into any kind of a job or any kind of an industry. So my experience involves like designing application. Here I am doing the same thing which I started, let's say, 15 years back. But the levels are going difficult. I am handling a different set customers. Like if I stop, there are some critical customers whom we have to support 24 by 7. So these things adds and this thing makes you happy at some time that you are doing some value addition to your society. You are doing something great for the society. So that makes you a happier person, and definitely that's why we are engineer. Why we are engineer? Because we are making others people life easier. That's what the motto I can say. Because initially, if you think from the development phase of time, what we are doing, and now what we are at comfortable of life, comfortability of a life. So as an engineer, we are adding every values to the other people life. So that's make us a special every time. So more important thing what I got from this 15 year is I just listed here so that at least I should not forget first of all. But definitely these things are maybe when you start doing your job, maybe when you start exploring about yourself, you also realize these things. And I realized these things over a period of let's say 15 years as an engineer, uh, and I will try to share these things with you also. So the first and most important thing is like just keep your goal as your interest. Don't uh, think about money. Don't think about any different things which you are getting, but think about your interest. The things which you are like will make you different, definitely a successful person in one day. So please try to be uh, please try to be concentrate on your goal and have define your write down your goal, define your goals, and work uh, on those points. And another thing is take your own decisions because that will make you a different person. That makes you an engineer. You have to take your own decisions to implement them in your life. I have taken my decisions so that I don't have any regrets in my life. If I have been listening to others and roaming around, definitely I would not have been happy. So take your own decisions. That's what we have to learn as a in a college or most of the people. I think maybe Kapoor sir knows that I was a sports representative in my final year. I represented school, college in sports. I had like 50, 60 medals still lying with me for these 4 years as a sports representative. I am a sports person, continuous 2 years in 2004, 2005. I was nominated as the best sports person in college at that period of a time. So, so you need to learn those things. You need to take those examples that yeah, I can do anything. I need to take my own decisions. So then another thing is keep your basics very strong. Like whatever you are getting from your college, whatever you're learning, because as an engineer, as a mechanical engineer, I have to do a lot of things. I have to do PLC. I have to do wiring certificates. I have to check all the certifications. I have to check my products are like that. They are mechanical instrument driven products. So it's not only mechanical, but also we have to explore different things in your life. Like I have to explore different things. I don't had a knowledge, let's say 10, 15 years back on different domains. But now as I'm growing, I'm switching more to different domains. I'm getting knowledge from different people around me. Even still, I ask people to give me a training on, let's say, wiring. I don't know which wire, which cable. I ask my colleague to give me a training on that. So don't be shy. Do ask for what you want from the people around you. You will definitely get the answers from the people. But yes, finally, you have to take your own decision. You have to understand what are your strengths, what are your weaknesses. This will help you to grow up in a better as a better person over in your life. I know I knew my strengths. I knew my strength. I am a very hardworking guy. I had I'm very passionate about my working. But yes, parallelly, I know I knew my weakness. Maybe I'm not very good at my writing skill, my communication skill. But these things you can develop over a period of time. Let's say I developed this thing over this period of time, and I'm still working on these things. I generally read lots of articles. I go through different business news. This is my now. I'm becoming more on a business side of view. I'm more becoming a business person, but I try to get myself involved in business activities of a company. It at least gives you a self satisfaction that what you are doing is it's definitely it's for a company, right? So you are making your company happy. You are making your people around you happy. So another thing which I want to tell you that invest in yourself. You have to invest in yourself. You have to invest in yourself as an engineer. You have to invest. You have to learn things. You have to be very positive about your approach. That's the thing because as a college pass out or as a as my completed my graduation, I was not very sure. Okay, what I have to do. I have been in 15 countries as I told you, but once you try to explore yourself, you try to get the answers within yourself, like what you like. I liked design from the first year onwards. I was very good with engineering drawing. I was very good with machine drawings. I was very good with understand getting related to any machine drawing. So I knew in myself that I'm good at this thing. So why should not I explore that thing in my future? Why should I contain myself, which I don't know, and I want to enter in a new field? So that's why make me a successful engineer. That I have investing in myself, and I am listening to myself to achieve my goals. Definitely, one thing I would like to tell you, just read the technical papers a lot because that will help you to understand the new technology in your field. Even today, also, I open my LinkedIn account. I generally read so many articles which comes on my way. Get myself and first of all, I will. This is an opportunity. Get yourself enrolled in LinkedIn. You will get different job opportunities. You will get different papers. You will get different documents from different industries. You try to communicate better with the other guys who are experts in that industry. So definitely
try to do all these activities to be a perfect person, then definitely this is from my experience that work flexible and learn from it. Because as an engineer, if I could be sticking, no, I have to do that only, definitely it could have bonded me. But as I am exploring, I know now this is my limit. But okay, now I have to work on different activities. I just take up that thing in my work in day-to-day activities. Apart from what I like, I generally take up those activities also which I don't like and try to finish those activities so that at least that's part of work. You will not get every time the same thing, same design. You have to be flexible. You have to be open. As you grow in your career, you definitely had a better uh, approach to all the points. So that's what I wanted to share with you. I think, sir, this is okay. I can. It's fine. I'm finished with my. So that's
Okay,
it from
Harish,
my
I
side.
will finish from
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Harish. It was very really
Thank,
nice success story from you and very good, we can say, motivational keys for our students. We'll definitely have
thank
a
you.
last session for query section session for students. They can ask
Yeah.
their queries. Now we're having our second speaker, Mr. Prashant Gajanan Bhale sir, is from instrumentation background now. So I would like to request now our next speaker, Prashant Bhale sir, who is currently working as a scientist there in Directorate of Systems. So Prashant sir, very good afternoon and please.
Good afternoon, sir.
Oh, okay sir, you can start.
Okay, yeah. First of all, very good afternoon to Sapojwar sir and all respected faculty members and my dear friends. Uh, this is Prashant Bhale. I am from Balasha actually. So after finishing my 12th in 2007, 1997, I joined GEC. It was just the second batch of this college. So we were not having much of the facilities, but the teachers were very enthusiastic. The people around there were very enthusiastic and they were eager to give the knowledge to the students. So just to brief about myself, I joined GEC in 1997 and passed out in 2001 from the instrumentation department. So first of all, happy Engineers Day to all of you. Basically, here we are celebrating the 160th birth anniversary of Sir Vishweshwarya, which is, who is the greatest engineer of our country has ever produced. So just when Professor Yevle called me to give a motivational talk about our success story, I immediately said, okay, that story I want to express what I have covered in my journey. So uh, when this motivation comes in my mind, first of all, one person name comes in my mind that he was the boy who born in a small town in Tamil Nadu, and he always wanted to fly, and he chased his dream to become a aeronautical engineer and to make the things fly. Okay, and later he joined ISRO, and after that he joined DRDO, and after that he became President of India. He is none other than our beloved Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. So he is the most motivational person in my life. Whenever I see for any motivation, his face comes into my mind or his face comes into my eyes. So, so like these days,
he always says that we should not run about success. We should enjoy our journey. What we are doing, that is the most important rather than what finally we are going to achieve. If we love our journey, we do our work as honestly, then definitely we will be successful some other time or now. We will definitely success. So just to give you brief about my journey, after completing B from GEC Chandrapur, that time it was a very bad situation in the market because of this attack on USA, and the market was really bad. So there were no job opportunities that time, so I decided to go for the higher study. So I prepared for GATE and got a good rank in the GATE. And then I joined Indian Institute of Science in 2002, which is one of the premier institutes for the higher studies in our country. And I passed out from the institute in the year of 2004. During the placement, I got the opportunity to sit for the DRDO interview, and fortunately I got selected for the DRDO. And 2004, I joined DRDO as a scientist. So initial days, I have been assigned with some work related to algorithm designs and then for the guidance design. And subsequently, I have been assigned to work for one of the prestigious projects which DRDO was handling that time, which is the BMD program. This BMD program was basically to intercept the incoming ballistic missile in the air so as to save our country from any nuclear attack. So that's what means I have been assigned to work for this. I have been assigned to work for this program, and from 2004 to 2017, I was a part of this program, and where we have successfully demonstrated the intersection of incoming ballistic missile with another missile hitting it in the air, and so as to neutralize this missile. Subsequently, I have been promoted to various scales, and presently now I am a scientist in the DRDO, and also system manager for two different missiles. One of that is the interceptor missile for the endo-atmospheric intersection. Detail I cannot share here just because of the secrecy. And other is the rocket-assisted torpedo launcher. Basically, this missile, what it does to it is against the nuclear submarines. Like so you all know that our adversaries are having a lot of nuclear weapons and they have a lot of submarines. So this project is to neutralize those submarines in the deep sea. So just to tell about my journey. So initial days, uh, I have been assigned to, as I have told, I have been assigned to work for the BMD program. And that time only, this program started in the year of 2001. And that time only USA and Russia have achieved this successfully, but that too very partially. So the knowledge base, whatever was available with us, was very limited, and also this project needs various technological challenges. With this limitation, we started this work. We explore all possibilities, how we can start with our design. Because of, like today, we have all internet everywhere. We have all information available at our desktop. But that time it was not so. The information available was very less, and it was not accessible to all because of the secrecy of this project kind of work. So we started to explore all possibilities, and like initial, it took almost 6 years for us to make a prototype. So initially, like, it started in 2001, and we had a first trials of this interceptor missile in 2007. And although the trial was very good, but we could not achieve the complete intersection of the incoming target. We missed the target by very small, very few meters. But finally, the result is that we could not achieve. Then
everybody started thinking that what went wrong, what all improvements are needed. Everybody like, uh, were analyzing their own subsystem, system, algorithm, how to go forward and what improvements we can do. And like it is the step by step. Every time when we do some improvements and we go for the trials, some or other subsystems will fail or we may not be able to achieve our intended task. But finally, after a continuous work on those systems and continuous improvement, we achieved this task in 2017, where we have completely destroyed the incoming ballistic target in the air, in both exo as well as the endo atmosphere. Okay, and we are the fifth country to achieve this task. The only four countries which have achieved this are the USA, and Russia, China, and Israel. And we are the fifth country to achieve this task. So I mean to say, like the success is basically the journey. It is basically we have to analyze over uh, what we have done, what is the thing which went wrong in our projects, in our careers. We have to analyze those things, and we have to carry out continuous improvement in our day-to-day life and in our professional life also. So, based upon this, you must have heard that we have carried out Mission Shakti in 2019. It was highly publicized in media. Like here, what we have done with the existing technologies, what we have achieved in the BMD program, we have developed a new weapon to intercept the enemy satellites in the low Earth orbit. This we have achieved in 2019 in the month of April, where we have demonstrated that India has a capability to even intercept the satellites also. Because you know that in the war scenario, satellites will play the main important part because the enemy can track your various activities and they can try to neutralize your defense establishment, your important places in your country. So this is how we have started, and finally we have uh, achieved the success in our BMD system. And after this, I have been trying to work for some other missiles, which are the surface-to-air missiles, surface missiles. And throughout this part of my journey, I have learned so many things, different technologies, what different innovations, because nothing will be freely available in the world. You have to make it suit as your requirement. So you have to try various new new things. You have to be able to try new things, and you should be very flexible to adopt the new things. So this is what all we have done till now, and just to brief here, I will show the presentation what all the DRDO is doing and what we have as a BMD program, what we have achieved, what we are trying to achieve in the future. And before that, just I would like to say that there are tons of opportunity in the DRDO. This my talk is basically about DRDO, so I will just explain in brief what we are doing in the DRDO, what are the various opportunities in the DRDO, and how we can go and pursue the career in the DRDO. So apart from, as I said, it is the research institution, but we do the research to convert this research into the product. So here you will have the opportunity to work on the state-of-the-art technologies. You can develop the products which will be really useful for our defense forces. Okay, and not it is not only what the DRDO gives. Apart from this, the DRDO always encourage its employee or its people or its scientists to go for the higher studies. They sponsor their scientists to go for the higher studies in the prestigious institutions like IITs and IITs, and all expenses were borne by the DRDO. And the during this period, the scientists or the staff will get the paid for the studies also. Second is that it is the class one gazetted group A post in the government of India with the decent pay structure. Also, it gives immense satisfaction that we are working for the country, we are working in the area of defense, where our defense staff required a lot of weaponry systems. And also, it has the excellent growth opportunities. The scientist who is good at his work, he has good opportunities to excel his career. The various opportunities will be given to him or she. So just I will go with one presentation to share what all DRDO is doing. Is the presentation is visible?
Yes, Mr. Prashant, sir.
So basically, DRDO is the Defense Research and Development Organization. This is funded by the central government, and it is engaged in cutting-edge military research and development of the state-of-the-art weaponry system. And the DRDO is basically comes under the Ministry of Defense. All administrative tasks is handled by the Ministry of Defense of Government of India. So to brief about what all DRDO is doing, in what major areas DRDO is working. So basically, the work structure DRDO is major categorized in seven clusters, uh, where there are 47 laboratories which are working on these seven different area of research. So first is the aeronautic cluster. This cluster is basically responsible to develop the aircraft, basically the fighter aircraft. To name the few, there this cluster has developed Tejas, which is a light combat aircraft program, which is basically fighter aircraft which used to deliver the weaponry system to the enemy areas. Then they also developed the unmanned aerial vehicles for the surveillance purpose. And they also developed the AVAC, which is airborne early warning and control system, yes, which is gives the early warning about the enemy. Then second is the electronics and the computer science. Here basically this cluster is responsible for the development of various electronic warfare systems. They are responsible for the development of radars, various tracking systems. These radars basically it tracks and detects the target, whether it is the aircraft or incoming missiles. Then they also develop the IR tracking systems. They also develop the high-end RF components which are used for the various missile subsystems, various aircraft subsystems, or any other military applications. Third is the naval research and development. This wing is responsible for the development of underwater weaponry system, which basically includes the sonar system. This is just like a radar sonar. They track and detect the target within the water. And they are also responsible for the development of the torpedoes, which is nothing but missile which travels in the water and destroy the incoming ships and submarines. Then the combat vehicle and engineering, their main task is to provide the tanks, then the armored vehicles. They have developed the main battlefield tanks like Arjun. They are also engaged in various development of various mobile bridges which can be used during the uh, warfare. They are also responsible for the development of various military support systems. Then comes the armament. This wing is basically responsible for the development of small arms like guns, and rifles and all kind of things. They're also responsible for the explosive and warhead development, which will be used for the destruction of enemy areas or even aircraft and missiles. Then comes the missile systems. This is basically this wing is responsible to develop the various kind of missile systems. Uh, like it is the ballistic missiles, which are basically strategic missiles, which are used to destroy the enemy area. Then there are the Agni class of ballistic missiles. Then this wing also responsible for the development of surface-to-air missiles, which are used to intercept the incoming aircraft, enemy aircraft. Then the ballistic missile defense program, which is I'm going to talk about in the later slide, which is basically to destroy the incoming nuclear ballistic missile. There is a different class of missiles like BrahMos, which is the cruise missile, uh, which fly at a low altitude and hence very difficult for enemy to detect and destroy this kind of a target. There are missiles developed for the destruction of the tank, and this wing is also responsible for various other missile subsystems. Then last one is the life sciences. DRDO works on the various life sciences projects, like you must have heard in the COVID-19 treatment. They have developed the medicines. They have developed the various other commercial products also, which are now readily available in the market. And they also work in the field to provide comfort life for our soldiers. So, to brief about our Indian missile program, basically missiles are divided into two categories: strategic missiles and tactical missiles. Strategic missiles are basically those which are used for the offensive purpose. Like it is used to destroy the enemy area, enemy's establishment, its military establishment. So basically, initially those missiles are the Prithvi, you must be knowing Prithvi, then there the various versions, land versions are there, then if the air versions are there, then it can be launched from the ships also. So, and this is also the nuclear capable missile. It can carry the nuclear bombs up to 1,000 kg of weight, and it can destroy the enemy establishment. In the strategic missiles, there is other class of missiles, which is Agni series. Is also the nuclear capable missile. It can destroy the enemy location from 700 kilometer to 5,000 kilometer range. And other strategic missiles are the D05 and K04. These are basically launched from the submarine from under the water so as to give the surprise attack on our enemy. The other part of the missiles are the tactical missiles. These are basically the defensive missiles, and they are developed to destroy any incoming weapons coming from the enemy location. Like it can be used to destroy the tank, can be used to destroy the fighter aircraft, can be used to destroy even incoming nuclear missiles also. So here we have NAG, is the anti-tank missiles, then Trishul and Akash, which is basically used for the destruction of the aircraft. Then BrahMos, which is basically a cruise missile, which is used to destroy the military establishments and the ships. Astra, which is the surface air-to-air missile, which is used to intercept the fighter aircraft. And of course, the BMD program, which is used to intercept incoming ballistic missile of the nuclear capacity. Now, what is the BMD program? This is the program where I was working since I was joined the DRDO in the year of 2004. This program was started in the year of 2001. That time only USA and Russia have achieved this. That's also partially. So what basically we do here, it is the layered ballistic missile system. This shield is developed to protect our country from the enemy nuclear capable ballistic missiles. So when the missiles are fired from the enemy place, for our military establishments or important government establishments in our country. These missiles are first tracked by the weapon system radar. We should know means whether uh, our enemies has fired a missile on us or not. So first we have to detect those targets. So this task is done by the satellites and then also done by the radar. They track this target, they detect it, and they provide the data to the master controller. Then controller does all the analysis, does all the threat analysis. They do analysis whether this target is really a ballistic missile or some weapon. Then based upon its classification, it assigns the interceptors and accordingly interceptors will be launched and the missiles or aircraft will be intercepted in well above the earth surface up to 300 kilometers we are able to intercept it. So once it first it will be tried to intercept the missiles in the exo-atmosphere, which is 80 to 300 kilometer altitude from the Earth's surface. If we are not able to intercept this in this zone, then there are some other class of interceptors are kept which will neutralize or will destroy this target in the endo-atmosphere from 10 to 80 kilometer altitude. So this is the project what I was working from last 15 to 17 years. Then to give just a brief about what all systems are needed for the missile. So this I'm just showing the schematic of the missile. So like if you see, first is the dome. So this dome is also very important because it has to withstand all the harsh environment. It has to withstand all because it is traveling in very high speed. It has to withstand high temperature, and apart from that, it should be a transparent to the homing sensor. So we carry these interceptor missiles. They carry their own sensors, like own radar system, small system, which can track and detect the target in air itself. So there is no need to provide any information from the ground. They have the seeker, they track and detect the target by themselves. So once it is fired, we don't need to worry about the target. This will track the target by own and it will destroy the target in the air. Then there is the challenges for the navigation system. This is the one of the most important subsystem in the missile. This navigation system is nothing but will uh, tell means what is our location in the space. So it basically tracks, use the information of own missile to the missile OBC. So based upon those target information and the missile information, there will be complex guidance and control algorithms which will actually calculate how to go and intercept the target. So then it is the other subsystems are the electronics, it uses onboard computers, various data links to transmit the data from the ground to the missile, and there will be batteries will be there. So this solution should be cost effective and they should be integrated in such a manner that they should be lightweight, so that total weight of the missile can be reduced. Then comes the aircraft. This is the most challenging task because we want to design the missile which will be as light as possible, and with that it should withstand the various forces acting on it. So this is still the open challenge for many scientists to how to reduce the weight of the missile, how to make the missile lighter so that it can have the high maneuvering capability and it can intercept the incoming target very efficiently. Then comes the warhead system. This is also one of the important subsystem of the missile. We may not be able to directly hit the target. So we need to have some kind of a warhead which we can blast when we are very near to the target. So because these the velocities of the engagement are very high, we need to have warheads which can destroy the target at that high velocity. It can penetrate because target to whatever warhead or water nuclear bomb the target is carrying, that will be protected with many layers or many shields. So this warhead should penetrate those shields and it should neutralize the warhead. Then the propulsion system, like this is the fuel which takes the missile and to attain certain velocities, and this is what we want, that the fuel should be very efficient. So still there are many techniques are available, but still we have to do a lot of research to get the more efficiency out of this fuel. Then the flight control systems are there. So this is all basic components of the missile system which is required to make a successful missile. Then I will just talk about BMD program. This is basically the layered defense program. So this is the incoming ballistic missile. So like our adversaries countries can fire this missile to some establishment, important establishment of our country. So basically there are three stages where we can intercept this missile. First is the boost phase defense. This is the most uh, dif- uh, this is the most uh, like what I want to say is this is the most what we want to achieve. This basically we want to intercept the missile in the boost phase itself, because during the boost phase it will be in the enemy territory only. After the boost phase, it will enter into the our territory. So intercepting this missile in our territory will of course have some disadvantages. So it is always advantageous to intercept the missile in its boost phase. But the thing is that because it is in its territory and it is just launched, so it is very difficult to detect those missiles in the boost phase, and hence it is very difficult to intercept those missiles in the boost phase. So what we have used here, that we are intercepting these missiles in the midcourse phase, and if we are not able to intercept in the midcourse phase, we are trying to intercept it in the terminal phase, where basically it enters into the atmosphere, and it is relatively difficult to intercept in this area. Whereas intercepting the missile in the midcourse is relatively easier than with the terminal phase. So, what in BMD we are trying to achieve is to intercept the incoming missiles in this zone first. If we are not able to intercept it, then we will try to intercept it in the terminal phase. So, we have till 2017, 2019, we have achieved the interception of ballistic missiles, but there are continuous improvement in the enemy missiles also. New trend is coming up where uh, they will fire only one missile, but when that will come into air, it will open its nose hole and it will deploy so many missiles. So out of one missile, there will be so many missiles in the air. So it will basically confuse our weapon systems whether to hit, whether to intercept which missile. So this is the new challenges is coming in the BMD program. We are attempting now, and we are going for this new project. And then this is another project where basically, like in today's warfare, everything is controlled by the satellite. So every country has a vast number of satellites which are basically surveilling our territory. They are knowing what we are doing in our territory. So during the warfare, it is these satellites, they play a very important role. So this new project we are coming up to destroy these satellites in the lower Earth orbit, and just for the demonstration, we have demonstrated in 2019 that we have the limited capability to destroy this kind of target. So this is all presentation from my side. Just I would like to show one video on what the DRDO has done till now and what we have achieved. So I will just play that video. Global scenario of defense and internal security. India stands tall as one of the few nations
having indigenous technological supremacy. Today, India is one of the. Sir, this video is visible, sir.
No, only audio is coming. Video is not visible, Mr. Prashant.
Just give me a minute. 7 countries with its own most. Is it visible now, sir?
Yes, yes, yes. It's visible now.
Generation combat aircraft. One of the 7 countries to have developed its own main attack. One of the 6 countries to have developed nuclear-powered submarines. One of the 5 countries to have its own ballistic missile defense program. One of the 4 countries to have an airborne early warning and control system. And the only country, along with Russia, to have its own supersonic missile. All these and many more world-class weapon systems, platforms, and military equipment are based on cutting-edge technologies developed by the Defense Research and Development Organization, DRDO, the premier R&D powerhouse of Indian defense. The recent times have seen some of the visionary research by the DRDO getting translated into cutting-edge products for the Indian defense services. Tejas, India's light combat aircraft, together with its variants, is the smallest and lightest multi-role supersonic fighter aircraft of its class. It is a move towards self-reliance in air power requirements of the nation. Tejas is the pride of the country and a step towards Make in India initiative. Tejas has been inducted into the 45th Squadron, the Flying Daggers of Indian Air Force. Airborne Early Warning and Control System, AEW&C, and I is a total force multiplier, providing surveillance, tracking, identification, and classification of the airborne sea surface targets. The AEW&C provides capabilities for threat assessment and enables the interception of hostile targets through guidance of own interceptors. Rustam 2, the multi-mission, medium-altitude, long-endurance UAV, carries out intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance drones for the 3 armed forces with an endurance of 24 hours. The aerostat system Nakshatra has proved to be an excellent platform for mounting of sensors, especially for surveillance and communication for a variety of civil and military applications. Netra is a man-portable, lightweight aerial vehicle used for surveillance and reconnaissance operations, aerial radiological surveillance of nuclear contaminated areas. IR flares have been developed for different military applications, like tracking path of a missile, training the air crew, and decoying the attacking heat-seeking missile. Thus, the beyond visual range air-to-air missile is a formidable weapon which can intercept aerial targets at a longer range. Akash is an indigenously developed medium-range surface-to-air missile system with the capability to engage a wide variety of aerial threats up to a maximum range of 25 kilometers and up to an altitude of 20 kilometers.
to galvanize the air defense capabilities of the country. DRDO collaborated with Israel to develop the long-range surface-to-air missile LRSAM for Indian Navy and medium-range surface-to-air missile MRSAM for Indian Air Force. A collaborative effort between India and Russia. It is the only supersonic cruise missile in the world today. The missile has a flight range of up to 290 kilometers and reaches closer to Mach 3 speed in cruise space. Pinaka Mark II, the multi-barrel rocket system, is equipped with navigation, guidance, and control kit and transformed to a guided weapon with a range of 75 kilometers. ATAG is a towed artillery gun system with advanced features in terms of high mobility, quick deployability, automatic command and control system with light firing capability in direct fire mode. FAB is a multi-utility armored platform with modular design, configurable for a variety of combat and combat support roles. DRDO developed radars have proved their metal for a wide variety of applications. The latest ones include Aslesha, Swati, and Arutman, a 4D medium power radar for modern, fast-moving battlefields. DRDO developed sonars have been mainstay of Indian naval ships and submarines. LFDS, the low-frequency dumping sonar, adds a third dimension for sonar operation from naval helicopters. REACH, the advanced torpedo defense system, employs both expendable and towed decoy against incoming torpedoes. Varanasi is the indigenous built heavyweight anti-submarine torpedo. It is capable of targeting quiet and stealthy submarines, both in deep and different waters, in intense countermeasure environments. DRDO's contribution has gone into every aspect of the defense process, including the aspects of life sciences and psychological studies. With it,
So that's all from my side, sir. Just I want to say means what all DRDO is doing. So just anyone like to join the DRDO, so it is definitely the best place to shape your professional career, and it is best place to shape your social as well as the professional life. So that's all from my side, sir.
Thank you very much, Prashant sir. Now I think students I can open this forum for students because our two of the best alumni are at great positions. So if anyone want to join DRD or if anybody want to go abroad, so we are having two alumni or two our faculties with us. So I can request now any of our students. So if you are having any sort of query, you can ask, but your question should be in brief and to the target. So if anybody want to ask any questions, this forum is open for question, but it should be in very brief and to the target.
Yeah, we would like to give answer to queries, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, anybody from student, please ask. Especially those are in final year or just past final year. Because now opportunity is in with you, in front of you. If anybody is having any query, please ask.
Hello, sir.
Yes, Mr. Jay, you can ask.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon, sir. My name is Jaipal, and my question is for Mr. Prashant Phale, sir.
Okay.
Actually, sir, my question is not actually regarding to DRDO, but for Ministry of Defense. Okay. So
Okay.
recently, our Ministry of Defense had launched one program named IDEX. Okay.
Okay.
You must be aware of it. So actually, I wanted to ask, like, in that IDEX program, many these challenges are there. Okay. So,
Okay.
but whenever as and they are giving like this for MSMEs, startups, and individuals for developing their prototyping and even for conceptual ideas. Okay. But
Yeah.
many of the disk challenges when the results are declared. Okay. I have seen
Okay.
that many of the selected are the companies or the startups. Okay, not many individual level developers are there. Okay,
Yeah.
so what is the main reason behind it? Are there not many developers which are coming forward, or is there particular reason that the companies are only being selected because of higher development and all that?
Like Mr. Joy, uh, you know that this basically these defense technologies, they are basically very specialized. Okay, there are many startups are there, but they, like, because they are startups, they do not have the facilities, or they do not have those kind of expertise to go for those kind of a project. So that is the main reason why basically big players are only coming up for this project, and which Ministry of Defense has published. Not basically many of them has basically applied for this. Okay, and those who have applied for this, because those companies will be scrutinized first, then only this project or this task will be given to them. So because of this high technological challenges, many of them were not competent. So I guess that is the main reason why it's not been allocated to for some startups, or like some individual people.
Okay, sir. Actually, sir, one more thing I wanted to ask.
Yeah.
Can I please? Okay, as in this video which you have shown, okay, there
Hmm.
was one drone, okay, that Netra 2. Okay,
Yeah.
so if I'm not wrong, it's from Idea Force, okay, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so recently in last year, I think Idea Force is they our defense sector procured around 150 crore deal with Idea Force for their switch UAVs, VTOL UAVs, right?
Okay.
So what was the qualifying test, or what did that switch UAV had to go through to basically qualify for that?
Basically, if you see like any military system, they should be should be ruggedized. They should work in the harsh environment. Okay. So those all specifications which are related to your military standards, they will be applied to those. And that particular lab, I am not very much sure what are the basic steps that they follow for the acceptance of these steps. But yes, because these systems are mainly for the military purposes, so they should be very ruggedized, and they should have the capabilities like uh, uh, like should not means they should have the high endurance period, all kind of things. Like
So, sir, basically, if the prototype or any vehicle has ample amount of endurance, redundancy, and
yeah,
is a very durable, so it is basically, and it is made for the defense sector. Okay,
yes,
so basically, it will qualify. No?
yes.
Okay,
There must be a set of acceptance criteria that that concern department, they must have formulated what criteria these drone systems should have. So that is all depends upon what the issuing agencies, what the agencies are basically working on that. So basically, we are working on the missile system. So I don't have a depth information about what are the main qualifying factors for those kind of systems.
okay, sir. Thank you very much for answering my questions. Thank you, sir.
Yes, any more queries from students? Okay, I think everything is clear to the students. So here now, with the permission of chair, I will take opportunity to say vote of thanks. So today we are having two distinguished personalities, that is the eminent personalities with us, our alumni, but they are at a great level. So we're really proud on you. We really feel proud on ourselves basically that our students are at this great height. So I would like to thank our guest, Mr. Prashant Hare sir. Sir, it's really great moment for us because I know that your schedule is very, very busy. Recently, you told me that you are having very less time for all these things, but still, you have published more than 14 international journals, which we didn't have done like yet. And being in this is DRDO, and you are doing is not in the academic institute, but still you are doing the presentation work, publishing work. So it's really great moment for us to know about all this from you. So I'm really thankful to you that you have given your precious time for your college, for your students, and for us, obviously. So I'm really thankful to you. I am really thankful to Mr. Harish Kudavle sir also because he's also at Dubai and right now I know that he's having his meetings just after this program. So I'm really thankful to Mr. Harish Kudavle sir also. So it's great moment for us to hear both of you. So on the bottom of my heart, from on behalf of college, on behalf of all the departments of the college, I would like to thank Mr. Prashant sir and Mr. Harish sir. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much, sir, from our side also. It is a great pleasure for us also. Yeah, thank you, sir. Thank you for listening us and having the privilege to talk with you. It's always don't call me sir. Anyways, I am your student, so it's feel a little bit bad for at least for me because it I have taken lecture from you. Gutle sir is there. Also, I saw Gutle sir. I know you guys, so it's not a it's our privilege basically to talk with you and feel what we really like about the college and the institute. It's really good thing.
Thank you very much, Harish sir. Thank you very much, Prashant sir. It's really, you said that most of the teachers those have taught you, they are eagerly waiting for this your talk. Basically, they were here for full time. So it's really great moment for us, and we can say that we meet real engineers. Those are working hard outside. So I appreciate efforts taken by you both for our students, for our college, for your college, I can say. So, with the permission of principal, sir, I can declare that this program is ended here. So, I'm really thankful to you. So, we'll look forward to meet again, sir. So, I will expect that Mr. Prashant sir and Mr. Harish sir will give again your precious time to us.
Definitely, sir. Whenever you feel like you need us on any of the, as a personally also, we really it's our privilege. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes. So I declare that this program is over, and I'm really thankful to all the supporting staff, those who have supported me. I'm really thankful to our honorable principal, sir, because it was basically his idea to call alumni and basically one from research field and one from abroad field. So I'm really thankful to our honorable principal, sir. And now, with the permission of chair, I declare that this program is ended here. Thank you very much.
Sir,
Yes.
sir, I want to ask one question.
Okay, you can proceed.
Is there opportunity for civil engineer to join DRDO?
Yeah, definitely. There are a lot of opportunities in DRDO for the civil engineer. All the structural designs and all the analysis, all those things will be done by civil engineers. There is a great opportunity for the civil engineers in the DRDO.
ओके सर एंड इन एम का प्रोग्राम सर उसमें रोज रॉयस इंजन हमको प्रोवाइड कर रहा है और डीआरडीओ ने उसमें क्या प्रोग्रेस की इंजन खुद का बनाए है क्या उतना
For what? For which project you are talking about?
AMCA fighter jet.
Yeah, fighter jet. Yes. LCA you are talking about?
No, sir, AMCA stealth fifth generation.
Like DRDO has just started because this is the LCA, that is the light combat aircraft. We have started medium combat aircraft design now. So that work is still in a progress. Hello, is that answer your query?
Yes, okay, sir. Thank you, sir, for answering my questions. और डीआरडीओ की उपलब्ध मतलब प्रोग्रेस करने के लिए और फ्यूचर में सक्सेस हासिल करने के लिए बहुत बहुत शुभकामनाएं.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Okay, so from our side also, I am clear that this program is over here. So once again, I am thankful to both of you. I am thankful to our dignitaries, and I am thankful to our principal sir. And I declare that this program is over here. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thanks a lot.